Hey guys, today's going to be a really cool video. I want to talk about something that we've probably all heard before. I want to talk about a little phrase, a parable, or whatever you want to call it. It goes something like this: speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. So what does that mean to you? I had sort of like a little epiphany about what it means to me, and some other things started to connect together on the same sort of wave. And that was in combination with what was taught before, thousands of years ago, by Jesus, which was turn the other cheek, and numerous other teachers and people that have come before that have said similar things. It's just a different articulation at different times. It sounded different with the different vernaculars that they used germane to those times. So speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. It's so cool. Okay, so basically, if you know me, you'll know that I talk all the time about speaking only about things that are on the upper end of the emotional stick or scale, which are solutions. I'm very solution oriented. I'm very positive living, I guess you could say. But beyond those sorts of labels, I know what it's like to feel good in the essence of who I am, of knowing that I'm an eternal being, that I am fragmented and down here in the physical, just banging out through contrast, trying to come into alignment with who I am so that I can live my broader self and, the kingdom I have in heaven, on earth. So how that ties in together really nicely is it shows where your attention is focused. So if you're one of those people that likes to be sort of ahead of the curve, so to speak, or will say that, this is how you are, and for the most part, that's how you are, but maybe like at home or with your intimate relationships or with your work, you sort of, you don't have a really good go. You have your down moments, you have your down times, but we all do. But what I'm saying is there's nothing like not being in a place of centeredness or a place of alignment with who you are and speaking from that point. Do you know what I mean? Like, that will sound different. It will sound off. People can tell by your clarity. They can tell by the resonance they feel with your words. So speak no evil, hear no evil, and see no evil. Basically what that means is see no evil. Let's check that one off. Turn the other cheek. How do you turn the other cheek? You just don't give your attention to whatever is going on that is considered evil, which brings me to something I should cover right away. What is evil? Evil. Oh, let's get that definition out of the way because that definitely will help us in understanding what that phrase is. Let's just, for simplistic terminology, let's just nutshell up evil as anything that is falling under the umbrella. Ooh, speaking of evil, I think we have poltergeist. One of my lights just went out. One of my lights, like I'm in a studio. No, I have little lights behind here and one just went out. So, train of thought back, please. Thank you. So evil is just pinching yourself off from who you really are, or all the light, all the love, all the unconditional aspects of yourself, or yourself in totality, your whole self. Your stream of wellness, whatever you want to call it. So anything that is like less than, let's go with like the midpoint of your scale. You know what I mean? Where up here you have like hope, belief, and knowing, and down here you have anger, frustration, depression, any of those things that are sort of negative. So anything that kind of slides down, that sort of gives you that weight that sinks you into the next density, which is whoosh, just sucks you in. Just like if you go up and you get into that like region of hope, whoosh, you get sucked into belief, and eventually it comes to knowing, and then you come to be really focused and sharp as a deliberate creator. So evil is just pinching yourself off. It's just not you at your best, basically. You're a little off. So that being said, speak no evil, see no evil, and hear no evil. So now that probably makes a whole lot more sense. So anything that takes your attention to those lower end of the scale emotions, anything that takes your attention to those lower end of the scale emotions, don't speak about it, don't look at it, don't hear it. Don't give it an ounce, one iota of your attention. That's basically what that means. Isn't that cool? So that's sort of like a little my sort of interpretation, making it really simple, of one of those little phrases and parables and pieces of scriptures, or whatever you want to call them, that just keep coming up from different gurus, different parts of the world, and different times of our evolution as a human species. So that's basically it. Speak no evil, hear no evil, and talk no evil. Don't get caught up in repeating a story that doesn't feel good to you, especially if it's about yourself. Don't perpetuate to your best friend about the other friend that you don't like, or about the coworker that you can't get along with, or about the spouse in the same. Or don't complain to other people about your spouse, and don't complain to your spouse about other people. And don't even let yourself get caught up in the judgments when you're walking down the street, or when you're in the shopping mall, when you're at work, and when you're at school, or wherever you're at. Don't get caught up in saying like, hey, I'm going to judge you, and you look horrible, or you just said the F word, you know? So fuck you, I'm going to judge you. Or somebody who's making a food choice that isn't in alignment with what you would choose. Well, who cares? So it really comes down to the essence of that saying is the essence behind a lot of sayings that are like that, just like turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek is like speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil, in like one sort of like in a nutshell. Yeah, I know. So in essence, just focus your attention on things that feel good, especially if it's something that you're desiring, something that you're wanting to come to alignment with in the physical, okay? You want to line yourself up to receive more money, a better job, a better partnership, a better relationship with your family or your friends, a more, tightly tuned physical body, whatever the case is. Just tell good stories about it, and don't worry if you fall off the bandwagon. Don't worry if you have a fight with a spouse. Don't worry. Don't beat yourself up about it, and don't see someone else doing it and then get sucked in to them, and then give your attention to them by formulating an opinion and then taking a stance against it, and then either beating yourself up with it in your own mind because you're holding yourself off from the unconditional opinion that your inner being really, really has. And same for that, don't go and voice your opinion to other people or that person or those people and club them up about the head with it. Keep your opinion to yourself and formulate your opinion until you get the wrinkles soothed out, so to speak. Formulate your opinion until you get your opinion to be more higher end of the emotional scale, until you can actually feel good. Remember, I'm all about going general. Go broad. Stop. Take a step back. Look at it. Refocus. Recalibrate. It doesn't always have to be so sharp when it doesn't feel good, because you will never get to the bottom of things, because there's always something. Think about your relationships, think about your friendships, think about anything that you really can't get over. I'll get to the bottom of this. No, you won't. Just take your focus off of it and shift somewhere else. You'll never understand truly why someone did what they did or is who they are. All you have is you, and then your opinion of who you are and your representation of who you are unto the world. And the same goes for anybody else. So just interact with them and be who you are around them. And as you be more clearly who you are and in resonance with who you've become because of your life experience, and you stand in that truth, you stand in your knowing of that knowing, magic will happen, and you will evoke from the people and places around you that type of synchronicity and that type of flow. You'll find yourself just being like wrapped up in a big ball of magic, as if people are saying, whoa, when did that go so well for you? And you didn't really, I saw what you did, I did the same thing, but you got such a better thing, and you're always so fucking happy. Well, you're the most positive person I know. That's why good things happen to you. It's all about your focus, where you put your focus. So I hope this video made sense. I hope that it resonated with you, in the sense that I only wanted to resonate with the ones who were attracted to the video anyway. If you didn't like it, but if you like it, give me a big old thumbs up, and I'll see you next week, kids.